Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Houston. They're sitting 8th right now in the early going.
And you know, Houston, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
Yeah, this is a team that has some talent, but they're still searching for that consistency night in and night out.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Olajuwon, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Mark Williams, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. And for the Pistons, we've got Kate Cunningham. Holland is out there with Cameron Reddish. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's LeVert in at the shooting guard. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now, here's LeVert. Following the miss by Hakeem. Rebound by Marshall. Olajuwon with a screen for Marshall. Rebound by the Pistons.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Well, that's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations were slow and sometimes not even there at all.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Kate Cunningham. Another miss by Houston. Now here's LeVert, defended by Alexander Walker. LeVert up top. Cunningham outside. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. Detroit, no good that time either.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
Now, here's Reddish. Back to Cunningham. For Murray. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Here's Marshall after the basket by Detroit. To the paint, here's Olajuwon. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
LeVert the pass to Stewart. Cunningham on the wing. Pistons passing it around. Reddish bounce pass. They grab their own miss. LeVert finds Stewart. And that one, good. Stewart's got his second basket of the game.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And the tough guy reputation, Tim, well earned for Isaiah Stewart.
Well, yeah, he's a physical presence, Kevin. He does not shy away from an alley fight. He brings that edge every team needs, and it is especially welcome in the Motor City.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. They're taking on DeJounte Murray, the long, skilled guard, and coach telling me pregame, when he's locked in defensively, Murray is a problem. He can create havoc on the perimeter. Plus, I like how over the years he's built on his offensive game. DeJounte is such a solid player. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. And here's LeVert. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple. Cunningham against Murray. And stolen by Olajuwon. Sinks that one from the post. Olajuwon's got 6 points.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Stewart passes to LeVert. Back to Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Now let's jump over to the 2K leaderboard to get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low post scoring threats. Now you look at Olajuwon, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
And it's not just their raw scoring numbers. It's also a physicality that can be intimidating. Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Pass to Holland. They need this. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Olajuwon. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. That's 10 points for Hakeem Olajuwon.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's LeVert. Still yet to score. Just 5 to shoot. Cunningham kicks to LeVert. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Houston leading by 9. Pass to Murray. And here is Marshall, guarded by Reddish. Outside for Murray. Williams sets a screen for Murray. Houston needs to get a shot off. Offensive rebound. Olajuwon shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And the first one at the line is good. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
He makes 1 of 2 that time. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So a moment now to see the story for DeJounte Murray.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here's Holland. He's guarded by Williams. Can they get it? Holland, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Murray for three. Detroit with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
LeVert the pass to Cunningham. Lock at 6. Rebound by Marshall.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Now, here's Olajuwon. He's got 13.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Here's Stewart. Pass to LeVert. To the middle. Marshall with the steal. Alexander Walker with the ball. No scoring in this one. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Murray left side. It's stolen by Cunningham. Fast break, here they come. Here's Reddish. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
On the wing, Murray. Covered by Cunningham. Olajuwon inside. Stewart on him.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. A different look here for Detroit. Quinman's checked in. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Cameron Reddish. Osumu, he's checked in for Houston. Van Vliet comes in for Alexander Walker. It's McCollum on the wing. Down low. Murray against Cunningham. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. It's not going to go for him. Murray with the defensive effort. Shoots over LeVert. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
And that one is hammered home.
And you see the open floor speed of LeVert, a great athlete who just needs to stay healthy to reach his potential.
Van Vliet passes to Williams. Murray for 3. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Houston. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Quintman. Scoreless thus far. Stewart with the screen on Van Vliet. Olajuwon with the block.
without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And here's Cunningham following Fred VanVleet's 3. LeVert from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. LeVert's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Now, here's LeVert. He's got 5. McCollum outside. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. Back to McCollum. LeVert from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
So that's why they're called free throws. And it seemed like with each miss, their confidence took a hit. It's just too hard to overcome that.
Now Cunningham. Following the miss by Fred VanVleet from deep. Pass to Klingman. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now here's VanVleet. Really had troubles in the loss to Portland. Now here's Olajuwon. No good with the layup.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
And so it's Houston looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
Jordan Poole is out there with McCollum. Then there's Paul Reed. And it's Robinson. And it's Klintman in at the 4-man position. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
First one falls for him. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. Here's Klintman. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Houston leading by 15. VanVleet kicks to Olynyk. Shepard the pass to Cornette. In the corner, it's VanVleet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And a shoot-first point guard, VanVleet understands how to get defenders to foul him when taking shots.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Throw good, VanVleet.
And, you know, it takes an intelligent player to match up with bigger guys and win. Fred VanVleet is that player. He can outsmart guys who have, on paper, the advantage.
Now, here's Poole. He's coming off a 10-point game again.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back over to you, Kevin.
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Now, here's Dosunmu. 17-point lead, their biggest. McCollum against Van Vliet. Pass to Shepard. From outside, off the mark. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now McCollum. He has yet to score. Now Reed. He's covered by Cornette. Reed kicks to Poole. Back to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Nice job that time by Poole, reading the floor and finding the open scorer. He recognized where the defense was compromised.
Now here's Van Vliet. 5 points in the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Olajuwon's checked in for Luke Cornette. Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Shepard.
Well, the passing ability of Cunningham is top shelf, and sometimes even an overlooked part of his game.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
And here's Cunningham following Fred VanVleet's three. Deep two from Robinson. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, Olynyk. That's good, and it's Olajuwon with the assist. Olynyk's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Robinson for 3. Olajuwon grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
VanVleet finds Olynyk. Olajuwon shoots over Holland. Olajuwon, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Holland. Pistons passing it around. Robinson passes to Cunningham. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. Here's Olynyk. Alexander Walker on the wing. Back to Olynyk. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Pistons trail by 16. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 3rd assist on the night. Olynyk, a screen on McCollum. A baseline Che. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Here's Cunningham. No good that time.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Van Vliet, right side. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Detroit making a switch. Stewart's checked in. Mark Williams is checked in for Houston. Here's Holland. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Marshall. There's Olajuwon. 17 points in the game. To the inside. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Holland. Shoots. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. LeVert's checked in for Holland. And a switch here also for Houston. Murray's checked in. Pistons trail by 20. Pass to LeVert. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The 9-foot shot. And Houston again with the bucket.
Yeah, Murray getting it done down low. You've got to give him a lot of credit for his assertiveness.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Now Marshall, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Murray, no good. The Pistons have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Cunningham on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker. Reddish with the screen for Cunningham. Drills the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 5 points now this quarter.
And look at how he's evolved from his rookie year. Cade is so much more confident in his three.
And Marshall kicks to Williams. In the corner, Murray with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And here they come. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. Houston leading by 17. Murray outside. Olajuwon outside. Pass to Marshall. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Cunningham. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. At the top of the key, LeVert. Pass to Stewart. Cunningham outside. Stewart down low. He's guarded by Olajuwon.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
Outside Williams. Murray sets a screen for Williams. 1:41 left in the second quarter. Stewart with the steal. McCollum against Murray. Cunningham dishes it to McCollum. Now here's LeVert, defended by Alexander Walker. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Reddish. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Houston.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Marshall passes to Williams. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded closely. Here's Olajuwon. The shot's good. Marshall making the play. Olajuwon's got 8 points in the quarter. Pistons trailed by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Reddish kicks to LeVert. And the three off target.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Olajuwon takes it off the glass. Olajuwon's got 25 points in the game.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Here's Cunningham. And that one, good.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Pass to Olajuwon. Comes up empty down low. Hakeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for Houston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly.
53.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Detroit Pistons.
A lot of bricks out there. Reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the three. Time for some intervention here. What's your plan B, please?
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
You look at the Pistons, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hakeem Olajuwon has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. 19-point game. So on the floor for Houston. Williams is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's Najee Marshall. Then there's Murray. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cunningham. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now, here's LeVert. Pass to Cunningham. Stewart with a screen on Murray. Cunningham against Murray. Cunningham's shot is off. Houston leading by 21. Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
So it's the Pistons now, following the score by Houston. It's good.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Inside. And here's the fast break. And here we go. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's LeVert, following the score by Houston. And the wide-open shot from Reddish. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Reddish has got 9 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Up top, Olajuwon, guarded by Stewart. Olajuwon against Stewart with the fadeaway. And Houston again with the bucket.
You can't play much better than this. That's 4 straight to start the half.
LeVert with it. He's got 9. Pass to Stewart. Back to LeVert. To the inside. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And all around threat, LeVert is skilled at sizing up defenses and exploiting them in that pick and roll.
Murray, the pass to Olajuwon. Pass to Marshall. For 3, Murray. LeVert grabs the miss.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
There's the pick. And here's Cunningham. Shoots from the line. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Olajuwon's got 11 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now here's Williams. He's got 6. Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Stewart. Kept alive. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
That one misses for Olajuwon. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's always exciting to see a player with the hot hand. Klay Thompson knows a little something about that, and he said it's that flow state that any great athlete or artist, entertainer, tries to get into. The one thing I learned is you can't force those great nights. You have to let them just happen. Back to you.
I can only imagine what it's like. Thanks a lot, Allie. Murray finds Olajuwon. Here's Alexander Walker. Olajuwon, right side, shoots over Holland. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Olajuwon's got 6 in the quarter.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Here's Holland, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Mark Williams.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And the second free throw, good. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Houston leading by 22. Three-pointer. Rebound, Detroit. Stewart's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Reddish dishes to Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. Now LeVert. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Misses the wing J.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
LeVert kicks to Reddish. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon has got the ball here for Houston. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Murray, the pass to Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Here's Holland. Cunningham outside. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Murray outside. Off target from outside.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
Here's LeVert. 9 points in the game so far. There's a screen. There's the three. It's rebounded by Houston.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Alexander Walker. Good on the shot. And that's now 35 points for Hakeem Olajuwon.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Stewart kicks to LeVert. Looking to get back on track here. And Cunningham with a nice bucket inside. Cunningham's got 9.
Well, as a scorer, Cunningham is equally comfortable from all 3 levels.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Williams. Murray for 3. Goes up again, and Olajuwon finishes inside. Olajuwon's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Back to Cunningham. It's LeVert on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
Now here's Murray. He's got 10. A floater. It's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
And for Houston, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Murray. Cornette passes to Murray. Got a hand on it.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Now here's LeVert. He's got 11. Here's McCollum. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Pass to Cornette. Lets the three fly. LeVert grabs the miss. Detroit's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Over in the corner, Poole for Murray. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's Houston's ball. Van Vliet kicks to Murray. Back to Van Vliet. Good. And 12 points for Fred Van Vliet.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And, well, Detroit shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. And good that time.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
It's tipped. Stolen by Robinson. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Reed finds McCollum. Poole against Murray. Back to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Teardrop shot. The shot that time not on target. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Houston on top, running away with this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Duncan Robinson out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Reed in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. It's deflected. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Pistons. And for Houston, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Dosunmu, the pass to Olynyk. Now here's Van Vliet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. And he's good on the second. And, well, Detroit shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Cunningham finds Poole. Back to Cunningham. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Down low. Reed with the steal. To the inside. Here's Robinson. Olajuwon with the block. And he gets it back. Robinson, that's good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Van Vliet passes to Olajuwon. And here is Dosunmu. Olajuwon, right side. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Julius Randle and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Wednesday.
And you know, for that matchup with Charlotte, that's one that stands out to me. A lot of great talent involved in that one, and I'm curious to see how they improved over the offseason.
And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
And the basket by Olenek.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Poole looking it over. McCollum outside. Robinson a screen on Van Vliet. Here's McCollum. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Pass to Olajuwon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Olajuwon's got 40 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Cunningham dishes it to McCollum. Here's Poole. The three. McCollum, no good.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Olajuwon kicks to Van Vliet. No good with the triple. The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Van Vliet against Poole. Back to Robinson. The Pistons working the ball around now. Reed the pass to Robinson. And stolen by Olajuwon. Here's Olenek. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Now a timeout called by Houston. Different look here for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Paul Reed. Holland comes in for Duncan Robinson. Radish, he's checked in for Poole. And it's LeVert in for C.J. McCollum. Houston with a big group substitution here. Williams, he's checked in for Olenek. Najee Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Shepard. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Fred Van Vliet. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Murray. Fires from deep. Another miss by Houston.
So he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Reddish kicks to Stewart. Now Reddish. Back to Cunningham. Offline with his 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
That one falls. And that's 10 points for Williams.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Olajuwon passes to Alexander Walker. To the paint. That's good, and it's Olajuwon with the assist. Olajuwon's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to LeVert. Stewart, a screen for LeVert. Now, here's Stewart. Connects from 3-point range.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound, Detroit.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Now here's LeVert. Marshall defending. A nice shot by LeVert.
And LeVert is playing with such passion on offense. He's just not afraid to play a big role on that end.
Now here's Murray. Williams finds Alexander Walker. Back to Williams. The shot off that time. For Detroit, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
Here's Alexander Walker. Following the basket by Cam Reddish. Marshall dishes to Williams. He gets it in there.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
Count it.
Nice read by Cunningham. He saw the opening, and he didn't hesitate.
Houston leading by 22. Williams, a screen on Cunningham. Van Vliet looking around. LeVert grabs the miss. LeVert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Cunningham outside. Pass to Reddish. No good on the 3. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dosunmu's shot is off. Detroit's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Holland off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Van Vliet passes to Shepard. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Here's Shepard. That 3 off the mark. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
LeVert kicks to Reddish. LeVert sets a screen for Reddish. Pass to Cunningham. Over Shepard. Detroit, no good that time either.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over him.
Williams, a screen on Cunningham. On the wing, Dosunmu. Back to Van Vliet. For 3. Detroit with the rebound. Holland's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Reddish. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Dosunmu. You know, Tim, you hear some players now feeling they're being unfairly criticized. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it can get personal at times, but listen, if you are in this league, I think it helps to have thick skin because you are going to be criticized from time to time.
But players do pay attention, don't they? They know what's being said and written.
They pay a lot more attention than they let on, Kevin, believe me. And if they're not listening, somebody in their inner circle is. I promise you that.
Now, here's Olynyk. Here's Dosunmu. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's stolen by Shepard.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Houston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, he was all over the place out there, creating turnovers. Quick hands, quick feet, nothing was getting past him.
Now, Poole, following the miss by Fred VanVleet from deep. And here is Robinson. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Robinson misses. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Pass to Dosunmu. Olynyk, a screen on Robinson. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Hakeem Olajuwon.
All right, y'all. When I go live next time, that's what you're going to be seeing with basketball. I might go and do something else. I got to go, got some things to do. I might come back with some football or something or some boxing. But when you see the next basketball game, guys, that's what you're going to be seeing. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his prime versus Wilt Chamberlain in his prime. And I will see you guys for that one. Make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Kareem and Wilt. round one in the NBA Legends season. Remember, they're in the same conference and same division. So they're going to see each other at least 4 to 5 times in this series. This is round one. See you next time.